My friends, welcome to another episode of the Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast, brought to you by Mafia Sports Reports. I, as always, am Dr. Love, and we got Sauce Bronson, baby. But of course, who do we have here?
Hey, who do we have here?
This guy, right here.
Hey, I did the finger point right the first time. Shout out to me.
First time.
This guy.
Yes, and then we have what I like to call it, Sauce's drone, like in Star Wars in the back there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, he just looks like a drone at this point, or like Bernie or Wally.
Are you talking
like
about the white thing in the background?
Yes.
It looks like one of the robots from the Jawa Sandcrawler from A New Hope.
It kind of does. So,
Hey, shout out to my AC unit. Only two more days, and it retires until May.
Oh, you're crazy.
Well, I thought you said only 2 days till retirement. Now somebody's going to shoot it in sort of a gut drug.
Yeah,
just paint it yellow and just take it out and take it out on 4-line street and say, "I'm sorry."
Oh boy. Well, we got a chat in the house. Who is here? Mad Chatter's here, so
We got a few chats.
we're gonna knock these out real quick from that show. We got Hollywoods. The doctor is in, and of course he's got the sauce. Oh yeah!
I see what you did there, man. Try to hit that bell for him, Dr. Love.
Yep, there we go. There we go. I like it. So,
shout out to the guest. I am the guest.
yes, this guy.
One day maybe I'll get tenor.
And then, of course, we got CBM back in the house. What's up, man?
Hello, CBM.
What's going on? I gotta help. CBM. One thing he's been my GM for my fantasy football team, and we have now turned it around. And now
I don't want to talk about it.
I hate fantasy football. It's the worst thing ever.
About it.
Oh wait,
I don't do it because my friends do it.
CBM, Hoovy has the juice. Mr. Bronson has the sauce. Oh. Yeah. Love it. I love it. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. So this was another wrestling-filled weekend. Some good wrestling from the excuse me. We had good wrestling from NXT. No Mercy on Saturday, and of course the AEW WrestleDream show, which ended up being a pretty good show.
I enjoyed WrestleDream immensely.
Yeah, it actually was a pretty good show. Oh boy! But the Mad Chatter's coming in with a challenge. The Mad Chatter versus ABM for the heavyweight title. Oh Lord! Okay, I'll have to book this match. Let's see. Let's get this booked. Okay, all right. TMC, oh boy, the Mad Chatter.
Interesting.
I know.
Hey, start calling the Mad Cheddar.
No.
It'll have to be you can't do a gimmick match. You got to do it for a regular match, first match.
Right, exactly. But obviously, what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about the WrestleDream show. But let's just get the elephant out of the room. Let's just do it right now. And of course, we have to talk about the return of the Rated R superstar,
Adam Impact.
Adam Hardcastle.
Okay, that's why we're not doing it. We're not playing the song.
But I'll tell you right now, so the match you had our main event of the WrestleDream show, which was Christian, TNT champion, versus Darby Allin. This guy's favorite wrestler right here, Darby Allin.
No, Pockets is my favorite.
Pockets.
No, you know my favorite wrestler is.
I know. Yep. So the match, which I didn't even know until it started, was a 2 out of 3 falls match, which I didn't even know that. So I was like, okay. I think
it was really weird in that match because the 2 out of 3 falls came in situations where I would not have expected.
It was fun. Like at one point,
and that's what made it enjoyable.
Darby got the first fall by like pulling his little turtleneck
over his head and doing
sleeveless turtlenecks because it's Christian because he can wear whatever he wants. He's in his 5th Renaissance, so the character.
The man is a Renaissance man.
So I'm telling you, this match, it was
even 4 out of 5.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. And then, at the one point, Christian's ripping up the ring. He's the main event. Don't matter. Let's rip it all up. Let's go.
Can we talk about how great Christian is right now on his, we always talk about how Jericho, is on, his 17th incarnation.
Yeah.
Christian is, it's a reason why.
Same age, super ripped, still wears a shirt.
Oh, yeah, still jacked. Yeah. He just doesn't like the
because he likes to be humble. That's all. But Christian, he's so great. They can literally come out with a biopic about Virgil starring Christian, and it will be great. I'll be the first one to watch it.
Christian.
I love this. See, we got chat from CBM, but of course we got Damon Copeland, Sexton Striker. Ooh, I like the alliteration there.
Yeah.
Has come back to WCW. Wait a minute, the new incarnation of WCW.
I would say that's accurate.
Sexton Striker. Not gonna lie, but TK booked that. Like, save that name. Like,
yes, bookmark that place.
Bookmark it. Let's go. So obviously, so the match ends, and then they're beating them up because Nick Wayne.
First off, I want to say, who gives a crap about Nick Wayne?
I know. Why is it like Nick? Nicks piss me off. Like, terrible Nicks, and like in general, and it makes me mad. Like Nick Wayne, like the whole time they're talking about your mom. It's like, hey,
but he doesn't have a gimmick. He's like, I'm a young guy. That's about it. Like, the insane Nick Wayne. Do something cool.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
It's just Nick Wayne.
Like half the match is Christian wanting to get with Nick Wayne's mom, and it's like, let's go back over to her. More interesting. Just saying. But of course, at the end, we're sitting there waiting, and then literally we hear the music, the opening. And
it wasn't completely like the music. They did that feature presentation thing,
yes,
which I thought is a really cool thing for an entrance, and I hope they continue to do it with them.
Yeah, similar to how Jericho had with that,
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is like grindhouse shit. And then they drive in the awesome car that's a stick shift, and mad props to anybody knows how to drive a stick shift.
Yeah,
we're a dying breed, folks.
Yeah.
Then you take it from here. You pop the loudest.
I popped the loudest out of everyone, because not only does Edge come back, he comes back with the Metalinga song. He comes back with his theme music, and he was referred to as the rated R superstar because they let the copyright lapse,
and he bought it.
He bought it. That's some moves right there. That's
so real quick. Let's talk about wrestling. Let's talk about wrestling companies and allowing their performers to bring their music from other companies. Like, I'm just saying, what a time to be alive right now as far as wrestling fan. First we get Cody Kingdom, now we get Edge and Metalingus, and I'm telling y'all right now, when Jericho does to finally decide, when he goes back to WWE, he's coming in with five. He's coming in with Judas. Mark my words.
He's gonna go back to the Fed,
or because he's a band Fozzy, he can go back to "You're the king of my world."
I love that song.
Hey, that song was great. Listen,
you just absorb it all in. That song, it's a good song, man. But a couple chats here, because I knew I could go them into this. But it's a favor to Brian Alvarez because his dad, Buddy Wayne, trained Brian Alvarez.
Yes, we get it.
Remember, Brian Alvarez was such a good wrestler. He lasted 6 months and then started writing dirt sheets. So, to piggyback off that, CBM, if you watch the media scrum, basically Christian was being questioned by him, Brian Alvarez, and Christian shut him down. Completely shut him down. Said, basically, can you do what I do? Are you a wrestler? He's like, yeah, I was. Who'd you wrestle? Okay. How many stars you giving this match? Yeah, sit down. Like, he basically shut Brian Alvarez down at the scrum, and I loved it. I loved everything.
He does that to Dave Meltzer, though.
Well, because Meltzer would cry and go to his mommy's basement and then do another podcast about how the wrestler's mean and I can't give you. I'm gonna be stars. Here's my stars. Like, he cries stars, right?
Right. No. He cries New Japan stars. Okay.
He's such a New Japan mark. He is such a New Japan mark.
Where's Okada? Okada, suck the nipple of Okada, just to
get. You want a booby? You want your booby?
You want your booby? Oh my god, how funny! But as for the actual match, because we'll start with that just because it was
okay. The ending is what sold it for me.
Well, of course, the ending was absolutely insane. So for that main event for the show.
So yeah, are we going in a reverse order? Thing?
Well, I just want to. What? We can actually. Yep.
We're going back. We'll go from top down.
Yep. We'll do that. We'll do a reverse order one on it. So
hey, in the word, why we could do what we want. You know why? Because in the words of Barry Gibb, by Jimmy Fallon, this is our show. This is a no nonsense show.
I got no crap from anybody.
I'm not going to take crap from anybody on my show. Listen, it's our podcast. We do whatever we want.
That's what we do. That's
Barry,
what we
Barry
do.
Gibbs talk, the Ross Bronson talk show.
Yep, there we go.
Talk about wrestling.
But so for me,
talk about type ropes. Talking about
talk show.
I love it. I love it.
That's it, Sauce. You and I got to go as the Bee Gees this year for Halloween. You go as Barry Gibbs. I'll be Robin.
That's fine.
No, I don't.
Oh boy. As for this match, I have to give it a 3.5 stars. I'm sorry, 3.5 headlocks.
Yeah, 3.5.
Oh, too much talk about Alvarez and Meltzer. It got me flustered there. But yeah, so about 3.5. The match itself, like I said, the match itself was it was okay.
Yeah, it was a serviceable match. I give it 4 only because Sting didn't come out and just beat everyone up.
Yeah, Sting was
down too.
Because mind you, Sting is like what, 64 years old
68.
or something? 68 years old. So when he came out, he didn't run, he had to walk because he's 68 years old.
Because
he's a dinosaur. Say it, listen, say it right. He's a dinosaur.
He's a dinosaur.
Like a cool dinosaur, like a velociraptor.
I'm
not gonna argue with you there.
Not a Dilophosaurus.
I love this right here.
Dilophosaurus are cool too.
And CBM's got, and it shows what a misogynist and douche nozzle Meltzer is. I mean, we all, what we say, so that's exactly it.
You busted out your thesaurus quite nicely, my friend.
Oh yeah,
he is a quote unquote douche nozzle.
Oh yeah, we can't say too much of the other great, unique quotes.
I don't even want him. I really don't want. Oh, what was that other one you mentioned?
Oh, I can't say that one on TV because that one's a little dirty. That's a little dirty. So, Sauce, you're giving it a 3.
Yeah, I give it 3. At the end of the day, it's mainly because of Christian comes in. He plays the big mon. It's to the point now where he's almost like the company's top heel outside of MJF, and he's got a little stick right now. If your father died, he's coming. He's coming for that behind. Either on the mic or either through the mic or through the ring.
Yeah.
And once again, Christian, he has now become the songbird of our generation. I don't care what nobody else says.
Well, no, I agree. He's probably quote unquote one of the best heels because the problem with MJF as a heel is he's getting over as a face. Christian just can do straight heel, man. People don't cheer him when he doesn't want to be cheered.
No, and it's great. And it can be like so many different variations of the gimmick. When he was like the tantrum gimmick in WWE.
I love
tantrum. Great.
He actually lost the match against RVD because he started throwing a tantrum.
Yep.
And RVD hit him with a 5-star frog splash. I thought it was one of the best endings to a match ever.
Yeah. Even the match he had with DDP at WrestleMania, which I love that match.
It was like DDP was like a face for 5 seconds.
Yes.
Retired.
European champion at that time.
Bro, you just lost in front of all these people.
Don't do it. Don't. And then like JR's like, now he's throwing the tantrum. Love it. Oh man, that's fun. So moving on to the next match, we do have the FTR versus Aussie Open for the tag team championship for AEW.
FTR, the greatest tag team going right now.
Yep, FTR winning their match, retaining their titles. Which honestly, I could have seen it go either way on it, but
I could have either. I could have too because I don't know what they're doing with certain other storylines in the company. So I mean,
yeah, well, especially when it comes to FTR, Aussie Open. Will Ospreay, with them, like, is how much they're staying to work,
Yeah, well, so, I mean, like Aussie Open, they're a great tag team. I like them. I like watching them. They're good, man. And Ospreay, like the entire United Empire faction that came over, awesome, great.
Oh yeah. Hey, spoiler alert. Because Michael Hayes is still alive. Technically, when we do our little Forbidden Door podcast next year. Definitely one of my matches is going to be FTR versus Freebirds because you said they have to still be alive. So that'll be a damn good, that'll be a damn good dream match.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna do dream matches for Forbidden Door.
So what we do. Yeah, what we do is like before the Forbidden Door show, we'll have our own kind of show to do our dream Forbidden Door show.
Nuclear Heat Wave Supercard.
Yep. Basically, people have to be alive. It can't be like a dream one. It have to be more realistic. It kind of. Oh,
yeah, you can't like Frankenstein them alive,
So we do have a new chat here. We got D-Town guy in the house. So yeah, how you? Yeah, we're here, man. We're here. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you.
Well, technically, Michael Hayes, he can still walk his decrepit, self down the ring. Hell, if Sting could do it, Michael Hayes could do it. He could do a handicap match with the FTR.
I want to see Tully Blanchard wrestle against FTR. He's still around. So is Brainbusters versus FTR.
Oh,
hey, Tully Blanchard, I think can still give you a good 6 minutes.
Yep, that's what she said. I think so.
Not Tessa. Not Tessa.
Ding, ding.
No, I don't. No, I wouldn't want to deal with the baggage.
Oh, God, yeah, hot the crazy scale.
Now, Deanna Purrazzo. Deanna Purrazzo, I'm fine with. She's fine. If you want, she's nice, but they're not nice. I don't know. Come on, we all love mommy. Don't get me wrong, but Rhea Ripley's still mommy. But come on.
Yeah, she's doing this dominating thing now, and I don't care for.
You don't care.
You're gonna bring me back that belt. You're not
going home.
I'm like, oh, fuck, man.
It's like, now I gotta work.
Oh man.
Oh man. But the match itself was good. It was pretty, to me, I hate saying straightforward when it comes to FTR, but it was a great match with them. They worked really well.
What I like about them is they don't need to do a backflip and punch you in the face. They'll just punch you in the face.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Just back down, like the basic kind of like the wrestling rules. It's not all flips and shit like we have later in this card.
Don't get me wrong. I like a good spot. But I mean, man, like, just watch Greg the Hammer Valentine's shoot interviews.
Yeah.
He explains it way better than I possibly could.
Oh, for sure.
And, in FTR, the reason why I think they're so unique, why they stand out, because, like you said, we live in a world of flippy-dippy wrestlers right now. Everybody's got to do high spots. These two guys are kind of remind me like somebody just took two wrestlers out of the NWA territory area and put them in modern day, and it's like, if it ain't broke, why would you fix it?
Right. I mean, that's why I love their original name in WWE is the Revival.
The Revival, yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's a great name. What does FTR stand for? I don't, honestly, I'm one of the biggest fans.
FTR basically was Free the Revival at first, but it really became F the Revival. Like,
oh, okay.
Because they, in a sense, did not like that they were disowning the WWE name at that point, and it became more of a thing, so then they just became FTR. But it initially was Free the Revival because people wanted them out of their WWE contract to wrestle.
Another thing I like about them most, it takes you back to the day when they were pure tag teams. None of this, I'm going to throw people together shit.
Rando person with rando person.
I'll just rattle off a bunch of them that people probably, maybe those out there in Viewerland will remember. The Young Stallions, Killer Bees, the Rougeau brothers, Bushwhackers, aka Sheep Herders, who were brutal.
Steiners, LLD.
One of the Steiners broke up, but they originally started off as a tag team.
Exactly.
Midnight Express. These were all tag teams. They were teams. Damn it! They were just like, okay, now you're the Rocket Sock Connection. Yeah, but they're rocking mankind. You guys are established single stars, bro.
Yeah. Hey, how about Kane? How many times did Kane win the tag team titles with how many different people? Yeah. Like he was X-Pac, with Hurricane, with Daniel Bryan. Like, didn't he? I thought he won.
I'm about to look this up while y'all talking.
So he won at least with 4 different people off the top of my. That was just off the top of my head.
This is true. They should have just There's a belt.
Yeah.
And then he also defended it by himself a couple times.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. But as for this match, you're looking up the Kane thing. Kane, here we go.
Okay, so Kane. So we had him and Al Snow as the Unabomb. Of course, him and Taker, Daniel Bryan. As far as when did Big Show, Taker, X-Pac, and then when he was part of the Authority, then the Corporation, and then as far as technically, well, this don't count that, but when he was a part of USWA as a Country Boys.
So he also had a tag run with Mankind too.
Yeah. Just all and the list just goes on. I wonder who's got more tag team partners. Is Kane or Big Show? Because there's a one where they just.
I would say Kane does because he had a longer career.
Big Show had a lot too. But so Sauce, for this match, what would you give it for a rating for the FTR match?
Oh, I mean, so when it comes to FTR, and as far as FTR Aussie Open, listen, but who are we kidding? Listen,
I know.
What this ain't rocket science. We gonna go for because there's two matches on this card that kind of remind me of just simple traditional wrestling.
Territory Days stuff. Yeah.
And it wasn't too. It was just with FTR and these guys. I call it meat and potatoes wrestling.
Yes, meat and potatoes, Mississippi pot roast wrestling.
There you go.
Hey,
that's a good way to put it, right there. Especially, I like that.
It seems like the biggest trend on Facebook now. People making Mississippi pot roast. I must have seen
fall. It's fall season, so
it was like for weeks.
Soups, the bread bowls. It's here.
Oh, broccoli cheese soup again.
Hey, shout out to Renaissance Festival. I didn't have that, but they had that one of the choices.
Oh, it's delicious. Hey,
there we go.
80 degrees, and I'm out there eating a bread bowl. What am I doing?
I know. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 headlocks.
Okay.
I'm giving 3.5 headlocks. That's me. I know. Whoa. I'm giving. Oh Lord.
Let's say, Mr. Guy. Is this man? Are we doing? Is this man me worthy, or what are we doing here?
I would say it's man me worthy. All
right.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, this match was good. It was very good. It was good tag wrestling.
All right.
I mean, if they botched anything, I didn't see if they botched anything, because they're both all four guys are really good, and they can hide that shit if they botch.
Yeah. All right.
There was the false finishes actually looked like false finishes. It wasn't like the Cucamonga kids who were like, I'm going to do 5 super kicks in a row. And next thing you know, I'm going to go to pin you. Oh my God, he kicked out. No, I knew you were going to kick out.
I knew you were going to kick out.
And then they ended it with the super shatter machine off the top rope.
The super shatter machine.
I was sick.
That was cool. Yep, that was cool. Got a couple chats here. So, God, yeah. If you want to look this up about Tessa Blanchard from CBM. Tessa has that hot audio. Why audio? I don't know, but of her taking a dump that she sold on OnlyFans. I wonder how much that is supplementing her income. Maybe she worked with the Bellas on that CBM. Maybe you can look that up. But hey, wasn't that maybe during the OnlyFans? Not OnlyFans, during the COVID?
When lockdown, like, what are you gonna do, right?
I guess.
I mean, honest truth, folks, I would take a shit in a box for money
and sell it. But then say it was from some,
you guys are perverts.
And CBM's bringing up some other tag teams: the Young Pistols, Southern Boys, Power and Glory,
East-West Connection, Bad Company, Outstanding, CBM.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
The Bulldogs.
There you go. All right, so moving on, we do have the 6-man tag team match, which is we got Takeshita, Will Ospreay, and now finally broken away, Sammy Guevara versus the Don Callis family.
The Don Callis family. Oh yeah.
Versus Chris Jericho and the Golden Elite of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. And let me tell you,
great guy got pinned on this one.
Yep. The first thing I can say right now about this, right, was the paintings that they've been doing about Don Callis have been glorious.
Last Supper painting of Don Callis. Oh, the other one, it was like the Greek. Yeah, the one with the screwdriver.
Yeah. But of course, the best part also is Takeshita's theme music. Sauce, can you play Takeshita's theme music for us?
Oh yeah, here's me playing Takeshi's theme music. Hold on.
You're not on the rights to this theme music.
Oh no.
We don't need the rights. We're okay.
There.
Oh, come on. It's more like this. It's like.
Sorry, Papa Mafia. We're gonna get a. We might get a. We're gonna get a DME.
Oh no! That was too close. That was too
because
close.
of some terrible. Because of some terrible wrestling thing.
Okay. So here's the oh, right there you go. It sounds like the gargling. Regardless of that, we do have this right here, the 6-man match, which people want for two reasons. One, they want to see Ospreay and Omega again, which we did get, and they wanted to see finally the Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho. And they all did their work in this match.
Well, yeah, it's just going to further each. The match was good in the fact that it furthered each storyline properly.
Yeah,
heels went over. And they pushed this Jericho Sammy storyline because Jericho got pinned, but he didn't get pinned by Sammy.
Yep.
And then also Kenny again lost to Ospreay. That's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And as for the other two, they're rivals in Japan.
Yep. So they did the right thing in the 6-man that actually mattered because it helped us further storyline.
This was the most meaty storyline besides maybe the main event.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because the Don Callis thing has been working so well, and
he's a great heel manager. I mean, he was good in ECW.
Oh, he was great in ECW.
Oh my man gosh. Has a mind. He's it's a very punchable face.
He's got a very punchable face. That's
his head shaped exactly.
Oh yeah, like Mr. Beast.
Yeah, like Mr. Beast.
Like Mr. Beast.
Has a very punchable face.
Sauce, I'm with you. I can't stand it. Hey, I got lucky on the internet, and I'm a millionaire, and I own my own ghost kitchen setup. And he also
I think deep down inside, he seems like a decent guy. He just got a really punchable face. I just want to go punch out all over his face.
That's funny.
And I would bail you out of jail for that. I would
appreciate it.
So I do have this right here that CBM said, and this is an absolute true story. So. Because Aubrey Jazz Hands Edwards uses a dummy account as Don Stevens to flag AEW stuff for copyright on YouTube. Look what she did. Look what she did to Stevie Richards' videos, critiquing Moxley, taking pile drivers and such. So yeah, this is true. She actually uses a dummy account to take down other accounts, including Stevie Richards.
The ref from
the ref from
AEW. Yeah, Jazz Hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen here, Miss Jazz Hands. You try to come after us? Don't even think about it, you coward.
Look, we got the mafia behind us.
No, I
go hands for hands. I go hands for hands.
My producer is not afraid to throw bows, so you make her mad. She's throwing bows, so don't make her mad, okay?
Oh, listen, I'm not going to throw bows, woman, but I got plenty of cousins in Detroit that do my bidding. I'm letting you know, Aubrey, you coward.
But
get off our Kool-Aid.
So as for this match, though, in general, it was a pretty good match. Helped further storylines on it.
I give it a 3.5 for me.
See, I'm going to give it a 4 only because of, like you said, Jericho taking the pin, not from Guevara. That to me surprised me. That was a big surprise.
Yeah, I mean, but I would have liked a better ending. It was just kind of like when I see one guy holding 2 people back from jumping in the ring to break up the pin. That lacked it a little bit in my time.
I could answer that question too, just based off because I have everything here set up to where I can see how long these matches are. The last match, the main event was 25 minutes. The FTR match was about 22 and change. Mm-hmm. This match was 22 and change. So they might have been maybe a time restraint. Either they were supposed to go longer, maybe something like that. You never know.
Who knows?
But that's sometimes I look at that and I'm like, man, AEW show, it's already got 14 matches on the card. So
yeah, no shit.
So I mean, ain't that the damn
I
truth?
think next is the Danielson.
Yes, it is. So the next match is.
Oh, real quick, Doc. Just can I give about 2 minutes of my thoughts on the Jericho Golden Lovers?
Sorry, my bad.
So here's my thing. So in AEW, I mean, at this point, unless you just watch AEW for the first time, we do understand that there are a lot of groups in this organization. There's a lot of groups.
Factions.
So many.
A lot of factions, a lot of groups. And it's getting to the point now where watching a lot of these like 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 matches, like it gets to the point where we have like 3 or 4 of them on the card, and it's starting. I don't know about y'all. I'm starting to feel exhausted because it's just like you got like 3 matches where it's just so much going on, and it's like Jesus Christ. Like, does everybody need to wrestle in one match? Like,
I know.
It's really like, I mean,
I get it.
Like by the time we got to the main event, I was like, thank God that we're just getting one-on-one match now, because it's to me it's starting to become exhausting.
So that falls in the same category as why I am not a fan of the trios title.
Right. Because
the minute 3 people band together, I think faction. The original NWO started off as 3 people. The Freebirds started off as 3 people. It's 3. You're officially a group. You're not there. You're not a team. You're a group.
You're a group.
So
the New Day.
The New Day. It's like I'm done with this. I hate the trios titles, and any promotion. They're stupid.
Now I do agree with you guys. Where the positives I take from this match, even though as far as the rant I just went on, the positives I do take is, one, we got to see Will Ospreay again. I mean, what's not to love about that?
Guy's solid.
But we also, like you guys said, this is further in storylines. This is further in 2 or 3 different storylines in one, which I can appreciate. But we need I am just so exhausted at watching these 6 to 8 to 10-man tag team matches, and you got 3 or 4 of them on the same card.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Which is kind of funny you mentioned that, because all these just happened, and now the next 3 matches are singles matches.
Well,
it's like they didn't even disperse them properly in here.
The thing is it's the same having a 6-man tag, and then what was the one before it? Was it the
FTR? Since we're figuring it out backwards. So like I said, now because we're going backwards, the next 3 matches were singles matches. So compared to Don Callis's.
Well, I mean, they're on the same show as they say a 4-way dance between 4 tag teams,
which happens later,
which is just exhausting as well.
Yeah, that can be, because
there's no structure in those matches.
If it's not elimination style, then
there's no structure in those matches. This is how the atypical one I see it every time starts off. There is structure at first for about the first 4 minutes. Then everything goes crazy.
The ref has lost all
and nobody
control.
Gets disqualified.
Nope.
Ever.
Nope.
And speaking of Aubrey, nothing against her, but is she the only referee that works there? Because I realized that it got to a certain point. I'm looking at the third match. I'm seeing her in the third match. I'm like, does anybody else work there that wears a zebra shirt?
There was a referee.
Yeah,
that took a bump at the end, and then there was a little bald guy.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I could have sworn at one point it was 3 matches in a row. She was officiating.
Yeah, and Aubrey. She did. Well, they do use her a lot for her matches.
A lot.
So, but So, what was your I went away for real quick. What was your rating for that match, Saucy?
Oh, you for that exhausting ass match? 3 out of 5 headlocks.
All right. So,
the only reason why it's not a 2 is because Will Ospreay was in there. He did his thing, and this did further some storylines. But without those 2, this could easily been a 2, 1.5. Because it's just me being biased as far as I'm just so tired of seeing all these giant tag matches. But that's it. That's all I got for that.
All right, I gotcha. All right, so now we move on to a singles match.
You don't need everybody on the card every pay-per-view.
No, especially since this is not your biggest show. Nope. It's not like WrestleMania where you're getting that paycheck being on the show. But so now you have our match here, which I thought was going to be the main event. It makes sense why it wasn't now because of everything with Edge. But you got Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, so good.
Now here's
such a good match.
Here's my problem. It wasn't a title match. I thought it was going to be for that title, and went further. They could have had a further storyline about it. Do you know how awesome it would have been if he won it?
Yeah, it would have been cool, but it would. I mean, obviously they would have had a return match for it.
Yep.
And but by it not being a title match, I kind of automatically knew who was going to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Flat out.
Yeah, so
because I tell you right now, when Danielson wrestles, the way he's been booked, I'm not sure he's going to go over on certain people.
No.
It's not like a definite thing that I would know. He's definitely going to go over on this person because he's more of a name, more of a draw, brings in more money.
Yeah.
No, Danielson first 3 matches in AEW he lost, or he went to time limit draws.
Oh, you hear what he said recently? As far as like he told Tony Khan, he told him like at this point in his career, he doesn't really want to be the main match or like the closing match.
He already said too he's probably going to be getting done with his career, which I'll believe when I see it. In wrestling, that's it.
I think he's going to have one good title run there before he retires.
I still believe he should have won that match against Moxley for that belt. I still think he should have won then.
Oh yeah, AEW. Tony Khan definitely fumbled the bag. At that moment,
yeah, that was disheartening to see because he's putting on some of the best wrestling I've ever seen him do right now, and this match was no different. It was a 22-minute match,
but it was so good. It looked brutal. It looked mean. It looked like people got hurt.
Joint manipulation at its best. Some good old Pete Dunne manipulation. There.
Zack Sabre is solid too, man. I am a big fan of his.
Yep. You got guys that won the Super 8, the former Super 8 champion.
They're both Super 8
champions. That's what I mean. It's cool. You're seeing Daniel Bryan winning it 25 years ago or some shit, and then you see Zack Sabre just recently recently winning that.
And Danielson did not chew him up in the ring at all. He did good. He went move for move with him. It was just well done. Yeah. I'm thinking about giving this a man meet.
Nah.
Wait, 2 man meets in the same pay-per-view?
Yes. What? I don't know. I'll wait till we'll see what happens because that's a bell. It's bell worthy right there. Bell's usually used for puns, but that's worthy for that right there. Just seeing how reinvigorated Brian Danielson's career is.
He's having fun. You can tell he's having fun, except for when he's breaking his arm.
Except when he's breaking his arm and continue wrestling. Yeah, and then continue wrestling. Yeah. So, but as for me, I'm gonna give it. I'm giving it 4.5. I'm giving it a 4.5.
Sauce giving it.
Headlock. So
Sauce giving man meat worthy.
Oh yeah, I'll wait till you gentlemen. Finish before I go.
Yep. So that's what I'm giving 4.5 for sure on that.
Give him my man meat.
Man meat worthy. Man meat
worthy. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on this podcast, there has been 2 man meat matches on the same card.
Oh, there we go. There you go. It's like you're at the deli.
Listen,
I want that man meat.
Listen, we don't just give this. We don't give this slice of meat out to just anyone. Nope. Like you got to put on good, true good matches to the point where you want to brag to your friends about it. You want to tell your friends. These type of matches when we do these man meets. This is the meat you want to serve to the casual fans, to the hardcore fans, to who need that wrestling fix, who got that hunger, that desire, and they need that meat. And this is the meat that you serve.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're
so. As far as the match goes, the reason why I give it man meat is because once again, we live in an era of pro wrestling where it can be very exhausting, a lot of these flipping matches and whatnot. But this match right here, this is what you call a clinic. Yeah. This is 2 guys. There's no storyline. There's no belt on the line. Just 2 guys who want to show the world who's the best.
I'm prideful.
Yes, and so when you want to draw a casual fan into the wrestling world, you give them Rock versus Hogan. You show them that match, what wrestling could be as far as the excitement, as far as like what it could be like, as far as if you were there. If you really want that person to like do deep dives, these are these type of matches that you show them. And this is matches we talk about in 2023, not in 1970, not in the 60s, not when there was black and white television. Not when there was still, standard def. We're talking 2023 high definition 1080p, and we got these 2 guys came through and they delivered. These are like the deep cuts that you show people who really want to get into this fandom. These are like you got the Kenny Omega versus Ospreys, the Kenny Omegas versus Okada or whatnot. Those are cool and all. But this is good old. This is to me. This is old school, just pure American wrestling. Just two guys that just want to go in there and just twist their meats around with each other.
Yep.
You go hold for hold. You go smack for smack. You go leg lock for leg lock. You go headlock for headlock. You go arm bar for arm bar. Let's say you go you go sharp. You go submission for submission. This is like it used to be. Like this is still up there with Mr. Canada Man and Kurt Angle at Royal Rumble 2002 or two. I can't remember 02, 03. I can't remember on top of my head right now. I want to say it was 02 because that was when they was going to wrestle. I want to say because that was before WrestleMania 19. Yeah, but but these are once again. This is why I tell people this is why I tell friends why AEW is so important to the wrestling world. Like, granted, WWE will always be king in North America. There's nothing. I mean, it is what it is. But I always tell people the reason why AEW is so important in American wrestling is because they open the doorway to other promotions, and you get matches like this. You got a New Japan guy, and you got an AEW guy, and they're basically, like you said, Mr. Guy, you got these two men who come in, and they just want to show the world who's the best at what they can do. No belt on the line, no storyline. Well, this ain't even a rubber match. This is just two guys saying, "Hey, I want to wrestle you. You want to wrestle me? Let's go. 20 minutes. Let's put up or shut up."
It's a fact. And the difference between, like, say everybody loves Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, and entertaining matches.
Yeah.
The difference between what we saw with Sabre and Danielson is there were a lot of non-iffy setups, because if you watch like a lot of high spot stuff, things like that in like Kenny Omega's, like he's got to stop and then pick him up. They take 5 seconds. This is fluid. Like you could tell they're busting their ass in that ring. You could tell they're sweating buckets because they're constantly moving. And the only time they weren't moving, they were throwing in something that looked like it freaking hurt.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, I've been in a lot of those type of moves. Those moves hurt, even if you're applying it not at 50%.
Yep. Absolutely.
I was just a huge fan of this match. I always love when Danielson wrestles, and you can just tell he's just more brutal in AEW compared to his kid-friendly WWE persona, and I like it because he looks like a crazy vagrant.
Hey, and Sabian hit it right there. British technical style for the win. So absolutely. So
British.
go ahead.
Sorry.
My bad. I was gonna say, as a Mr. Guy, as a person who does this, who's well versed in the ring, such as yourself, from your standpoint, how does this match make you feel?
That this is a wrestler's match, but it's also, like you said, it's widespread. See, there's a big difference between a match that can draw everybody in. Like, okay, best example is Dean Malenko. Okay, I'm gonna throw Dean Malenko out. Okay, Dean Malenko is a wrestler's wrestler. He didn't really get a lot of appeal from everybody. Like, they look at him, they're like, "Oh, who's this guy? He looks like a referee." But no, he's in the ring. We all like him because we know who he is. We're super fans of the sport. I'm gonna call it sport. Well, yeah. We're super fans of the sport. We're super fans of all that stuff. All the boys in the back, I guarantee you're watching all the Dean Malenko matches because the guy's sound in the ring.
Yeah.
Sabre and Danielson, they got that plus the draw appeal on that from all the quote unquote normies. The normies will be like, "Whoa, man, that looks like he's pulling his fingers back. Yeah. Looks like he's breaking his fingers. This is fake. I'm flabbergasted. My son can't watch this." Yeah. And then he did a guillotine choke on the ropes someone down with him and stuff. And I'm like, that's good shit. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I was very happy. This was my favorite match on the card. And I'm a huge FTR mark. You know this.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And I want to see another match between the two of them.
I do too.
Because the ending of the match was so good. Danielson was a good sport. Put her there, pal. And then Sabre's like, "Oh, screw you, man. You beat me by using a striking move. We weren't wrestling." Now he can go back and say, "I'm still the greatest wrestler. He beat me by doing that stupid knee thing to me."
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully ended. beautifully executed.
Yep. You know what I would love to see personally? Get them back in the ring. Get them in a pure match.
Oh,
Get them in a pure match, title match, or not? Well, not title match. I mean, doesn't have to be a pure match, wrestling match.
I would love to see Danielson or Sabre get a pure title reign through Ring of Honor.
Right? Hey, Brian Danielson had it before, so give it to him again.
Shibata's amazing, and they really want to elevate that. To me, that's the most fun belt they have right now.
Oh yeah.
Period. Because it's unique,
and it wasn't on the card, by the way.
Oh, it wasn't on the card. He lost to somebody.
Yeah,
I'm not going to talk about this.
One thing I will say though, I would like if these two guys get a chance to lock horns again. I want to see what it's like in the New Japan ring.
Ooh, there you go.
I guarantee somebody.
Hey, you know what? Push it. Maybe push the feud and go to Wrestle Kingdom.
I think they're.
We're only like 3 months away.
I kind of felt like they were testing the waters on that, though. I really do, because he didn't shake his hand, and he can always run in and hit him from behind.
Oh yeah,
jerk.
He's a jerk. He's not nice.
Mini Ivan Drago is a jerk.
Not nice. And before we go on to the next match, we do have with CBM, Sabre and Danielson have charisma. Dean Malenko and Norman Smiley are two of my favorites, but they didn't have it much charisma to get over, and that's true.
No, I agree with you completely, CBM. And in your earlier thing, talking about WrestleMania X, kind of this awesome comment cancels that out because WrestleMania X is trash. And but as for Norman Smiley, he did get over with the wiggle. Thank you. And Ralphus.
Well, and here's the thing: getting over without, but not caring about.
No.
Or screaming Norman Smiley. People liked it, which is so stupid.
No, he got over as a hardcore guy, which kind of made me sad. I agree.
Oh yeah, that made us sad so much. That made us so sad.
I didn't even know he was British until until years later. I'm like, he never did interviews. And he was always screaming. I'm like, you can't tell an inflection of a British accent.
He came out like the football uniform and stuff on the football pads. That was actually pretty funny.
It was enjoyable, but Norman Smiley, if you go back and watch his old stuff, his chain wrestling, his technical know-how is very good. He just needed size. That's what like a lot of the little guys, man, that are really good at this. They need size.
Yeah.
Like Danielson's pretty beefy, but he's a little guy.
So speaking about size in the match, we do have our next match, which is Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks.
I thought we were doing another one. I was going to go get a drink.
Versus Wheeler Utah. So you can still go.
No.
We can do what we want on this show.
I cared for that match. I'm just the other one. I'm not going to talk
but yeah, Ricky Starks. There's not much to talk about with this match because Wheeler Yuta, I'm over. I'm still just.
I don't mind Wheeler. The Wheeler was more technical. I don't like where he's going with this because he's just like a striker now.
Yeah.
Ricky's not even on here. Ricky Starks. I'll continue. I just noticed it's not on here.
Oh, okay.
Starks is
good. It might have got added on like literally that week or the day before, just like AEW usually does where they have their shows.
Starks is good.
Yeah.
Starks is very good, and I didn't expect him to get put over in this match.
Well, especially with the rumors that he might be leaving to go to WWE.
He's a Cody guy.
So, exactly, he is. And the fact that Jade Cargill went. By the way, last week when the Jade Cargill stuff broke, I had mentioned that they made a trademark for a new name of Jada Parker, not her. It's actually for a new and like a breakout NXT female wrestler with that name.
It'd be awesome if her entrance was, "Hey, Miss Parker."
Oh my god!
I see what you did there. Ring that bell.
There we go. Bam! I like it. Let's go. But with Ricky Starks going over, I was a little surprised because Wheeler first off needs a win. If they're gonna keep trying to push him.
He's the whipping boy of the combat.
He is the whipping boy. He just keeps getting these L's here.
He's like the guy that's like you watch like a fighting movie, like there's a tournament. Mm-hmm. He's the first round opponent for the guy, and they work their way up through the rest of the combat club.
It's like
yeah. You're like, oh, awesome, you're Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
He's like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, his wheel got a flat tire apparently.
He's a three-wheeler now.
Three-wheeler. There we go. Took the training wheels off him.
Training wheeler.
Oh my god, I can't hit that bell too many times, guys. No, my dog will probably lose his mind. He'll be like, "What's going on?
I need a treat."
So, Austin, do you have any thoughts on this match?
I'll be honest with you, like, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't nothing to write home about. It was just two guys just wrestling to just take up time. Well, now, like you said, Wheeler Yuta, at this point, he's not. It's like once he lost that pure championship, it's like, and then he had that brief little thing with MJF, but after all that, now he's just there.
Yeah, I mean, the match was only 10 minutes long, like less than that, 10 minutes. So
what I like about Starks is he does very basic stuff, but he makes it look so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm going to mention LA Knight. He does basic stuff, but he makes it look really good.
And then he has the charisma to back it up. And
Absolutely.
I'll tell you right now, if the rumors are true and he does want to go to WWE, I'm excited but scared because the guy is small. He's got charisma, but they also have enough guys that are small, have charisma. So there you go.
They just got rid of 40 people.
I know, right? So that tells you, like, if they sign you, they must see something that can immediately work for it, right? Not that, like, Jade Cargill's not going to NXT to wrestle. She's going to be the main card for sure.
Absolutely.
Ricky Starks, if he came, he would, like, you know, it depends on him. I don't know. It's weird, but we shall see. We shall see. But as for the match itself, it's just a 3. A 3 headlock.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, 3 headlock. 3 headlock for me. 3 headlock for this guy. And what about you? What about you, Sauce? What do you think?
Oh, I say 2.5. You know, it happened. It was there. It existed.
Yes, you can just get a score for existing. Yes, it's definitely possible. All right, so unless you had anything else, we're just gonna move on to the next match. But unless you wanted to,
is this what I think it is?
Yeah,
I give it a 2. I'm just gonna say it right now, 2 headlocks. I'm not talking about it.
Not talking about that's fine with me. So, all right, this guy will be back. It's at the bottom. In the bottom.
At the bottom. Thank you.
And the bottom.
And the bottom.
So
what match we talking about?
Oh, of course we're talking. Well, I'm not sure. Well, I'm actually talking about Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page.
That's definitely not a 2. That's not a 2 headlock.
No, I'm not sure if he is referring to it or not, but we're still going to talk about it because again we're going in reverse order. So, but you know, okay, I may or may not have had my opinion on Hangman Page. It's actually the match we're talking about. Hangman Page and Swerve. You
tricked me.
No, I didn't know. I told you
reverse order. I wanted to avoid.
Okay, well, then we're here. See, there we go.
All right, good thing I came back, and now I guess I got to talk about
that. So we got with Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Page, and I have said many times in the past of my disdain for Mr. Page. You know,
why do you not like
who does the Logan lariats? You know,
Logan lariat.
Well, yeah,
it does sound better, like it's a move name.
I just am not a fan of him. This guy's he was a lackey with the Bullet Club, and he thinks he's main event. He's not main event. This guy's never had main event appeal ever.
He's been a world champion though.
Yeah. Okay. Does that matter?
Really? So is Jinder Mahal. Okay.
Jinder Mahal. So is Vince Russo. Okay. There you go.
So has Vince McMahon.
Yeah. And you know.
So has David Arquette.
I know. David Arquette has more charisma than goddamn Adam Page. Okay. There you go. I said it and I meant it. Okay.
You take that.
Listen, as long as you stand on what you say, that's all that matters.
But regardless of it, the match was still pretty good. It was still good. I'm not dogging that because Swerve is still, you know, Swerve's great.
Swerve is good.
I really like
and the
Swerve.
Right person went over in this.
The right person definitely went over because there were a couple times in this match I was like, if Adam Page is going to go over, I swear. Oh, wait, CBM definitely has an opinion too. Hangnail Page can go drink some Surge. Oh, bring some Surge back from the Nitro days.
You want diabetes, I guess. Go ahead.
Yep, that's fine.
We're not making fun of people with diabetes.
No, but
not at all.
That you just will get it.
You'll get it. It's 5 Mountain Dews wrapped into one can.
Yep. But no, the match, it was a good match. It was pretty good. Swerve and them had pretty good
he looked like he killed him on that stomp on the apron.
Yes.
Oh God, it looked like it hurt. And I'll give Page credit. He took that move like a champ.
Yep.
Because it looked like it freaking hurt.
Yep. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot, so I have to go back to this real quick. How about the main event, Darby Allin taking the goddamn spots off the the stairs
onto the ring,
onto the stairs where he like just threw him on, and he was like, "Oh my god!"
And you could tell Christian was very nervous about hurting him.
Yeah, and he went, "Oh my gosh!" It was like he just kind of hit all of them and just like rolled off.
Darby Allin is not going to be. He's not going to be happy until he has to be taken to Concentra right after the match or during the match.
Concentra. Why was he going to get? Is he going to get a drug test?
They're like, no drug test. No drug test.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. We're good. Just
the man's basically a human cannonball. He runs at people and just throws himself. I give Darby credit.
I do love me some Darby, but he is. It's getting to a point now where he started to become like the Steve-O of wrestling.
Yeah, he's a Steve-O, new Jeff Hardy.
I like that.
Yeah. But
so,
continue.
So the match was it was a good match. So
I give it a 2.5.
All right.
I give it a 2.5. I mean, it was okay. I didn't hate it.
I think I have to say this. I'd have to say the same here. I'd say a 2.5 headlock for me. It's mainly because I'm just not a big fan of Hangman, but he still did everything. Hangnail. Forgot. Hangnail Page. There we go.
And his whole I'm a drunk wrestler. Like Scott Hall did it to a T.
Oh my gosh. I guess my problem I have with him too is just
I'm a huge Scott Hall.
Oh yeah. Hey yo, who is it? Come on. But yeah, I just
Shane Douglas isn't.
Oh, Shane! He had to bring up Shane Douglas.
No, you asked who wasn't. I mean, I just am answering the question. You said who's not a fan of Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, and I'm like Shane Douglas.
Oh, okay. I see there. Yeah, okay. I see it. Give me this, chap. Yeah.
No, until I get beat for this. Until I get beat for this. I got it.
As the commissioner, I could,
I did nothing. I did nothing wrong to get stripped of the title.
So, as far as for me for the match, as a guy who has been very hard on Swerve Strickland, wonder why he still works there.
Yes.
And for a guy who wasn't invested in New Japan as far as Bullet Club, me personally, I enjoyed this match.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my god. But
I didn't.
But me personally, I enjoyed this, and this is the match that Swerve needed.
Yeah, I agree. This was a good match.
And me personally, I personally like Hangman. I know a lot of other people don't, but I'm not deep in that history like that. But I definitely, with these two guys, they did what they're supposed to do. And as far as the spot, like you said, the stair spot, whatnot. Ooh.
Yeah, Darby wants to be broken literally in half. I think that's what he wants. He wants to be like, yes, I'm broken in half. Now wheel me out on my skateboard.
They're like, no, I know what they did. They negotiated him using that one. They were doing that one promo with the flamethrower about a year ago.
Yeah,
they're like, okay, here's the deal. We'll rent a flamethrower for you, but Christian, a little bit down the road, gets to throw you onto the ring stairs from the apron. Okay,
okay, fine.
Oh, yeah, you whatever you say, boss.
Whatever you say.
Speaking of boss,
yeah, Killer's that big round. He's 180 pounds. He's a stick.
But I will say though, and speaking of boss, at this point now, Tony Khan, you gotta push him because if you do nothing after this, it's like why is he still there?
Yep, I agree with that.
They need to get a transitional champion for the TNT title. And then give it to Swerve after that. Swerve needs a title because Swerve's good, but he's not a guy that's one of those wrestlers that doesn't need a title to get over, like Jake Roberts and stuff. He's a guy that needs a good prop. It'll prop him up. He has a group of people around him. It's going to look really good if he gets it.
Yeah,
good point. A really good point about some of the transitional champion. Here's the thing: obviously, they're setting up for Edge. Going to be going against Christian eventually. What?
Adam Copeland.
Yeah, Sexton Hardcastle, or Damon Stryker. Here's my thing. Edge doesn't need it. Adam Copeland, he does not need the belt. But what I would love to see is that Edge makes him lose the belt, which will further your storyline with no belt on the line because no one cares about the belt. They care about the fact that you guys are both there in the same company and you're going to fight each other. So have him. Christian will fight whoever.
Yeah.
Maybe Swerve with this or something where they will be champion, and it's off Christian, so then they can do whatever they need to do.
And honestly, I mean, okay, this is not gonna be a popular opinion here, okay?
It's okay.
I think the AEW heavyweight title does not have enough prestige yet. It really doesn't. I mean, like, they had Jericho, and then Moxley had it, and like Moxley defended it a lot. Now it's on MJF, and all MJF is doing is freaking tag matches, and they need to get the title off of him. And I wouldn't mind seeing either Danielson or Edge take that belt and put on some clinics with other established names to give it more clout.
Yeah,
and then give it back to an AEW original guy.
Yeah,
I think it would just totally just cement it more as a legitimate heavyweight title, and I think that'd be like a great thing. I mean, I really do. But I don't know. Everybody's like MGF marks now. He's good, but I mean, like
you know who's my dream candidate to win the AEW strap right now?
Orange Cassidy.
He wouldn't be a bad choice. Right now,
pockets, baby.
Right now, my guy would be Penta.
Okay.
Why? Because he heard everybody else that was in the way of him?
No, you talking about you. You think about Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix.
Is great.
Yeah, but Penta, I would love to see that going around his waist.
That'd be nice. He's former Impact champion too, so that'd be another title.
I mean, that's the Impact title. Anybody?
Listen here. Yeah, Impact. The way I look at it, Impact is up there with the big three: AEW, WWE, Impact. If you win it,
I don't know. I think NXT's world title has more prestige than the Impact right now. I do. Back then, Impact it was higher, obviously, but yeah, I think
I would say TNA's title, TNA as a promotion, was up there with those two. Not now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm biased, but I am extremely biased.
Right. Like Bobby Lashley, he won the world champion over there. So when they say world champion, I don't see him as a 2-time world champion because I see him as a 4 or 5 because he won it over there twice. He won the belt over Impact twice. So I see him as a 4-time champion.
No. They never gave Monty Brown the belt. He was so over in the early days. Well,
Monty was why I worked shows with Monty before.
Here's why they didn't.
Yeah,
it was because they had the NWA title, and I think they were scared. Even though Ron Killings was champion, he was great as a heel. Great work from him.
Ron's the nicest guy. I don't know if you guys ever met him.
I wish.
I met him at Birch Run at the outlet. We was at Nike Outlet.
He's a cool dude. He is one of the coolest dudes. Yeah. No, not Ron. I was talking about Ron. I know.
I was talking about Monty Brown.
No. I work shows with Monty, and he hit me with the bounce one time. I felt like I wanted to die.
Wait, you're saying that Marcus Corvon hit you with the pounce?
Yeah.
Hey,
the Marcus.
He was Monty Brown at that
time. I know.
He was Monty Brown, and he showed up in Bay City. The first match I ever wrestled. Well, I'm not going to count Sault Ste. Marie.
But he killed you. He killed you with the pounce.
No. I met him before then because he was just up there. He talked to a promoter that I was working the show with, and I'm like, "Man, you're a big guy." He goes, "Yeah, I play pro football." I'm like, "That makes a lot of sense." Because I was like, at the time, I was like 19. No, I was 20. Monty's got me like 12 years, so he's all, and I was like. Cool. Then I ended up working a show with him. He hit with the pounds. I tried running in. He hit me. I was like, and I did a flip, and I landed, and it hurt.
Well, yeah,
but he's a good guy, really great guy.
If you guys want to check out some of our old podcasts, we have one of our older podcasts that was called the Hard Knocks one, where we kind of went over wrestlers that were in pro football, and Monty Brown, of course, was on there. So you can check that one. So you can check that out on the Nuclear Heatwave Wrestling Podcast on the playlist on YouTube. So
that's cool.
But
check it out, folks. Give it a click.
CBM here. Monty Brown's pounce is still one of the best finishers because it comes out of nowhere.
It did come out of nowhere because he called it out of nowhere. CBM, and I thought he was like in a clothesline me or something, like do a crisscross and
it is a pounce. Oh, I'm dead.
It's like pounce. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my god!
Feel like this is football.
It's almost like during my semi-professional wrestling career, there was a time when a match with I think it was X versus Automatic Caution. No, it wasn't Automatic Caution. Yeah, and then he got speared, and then he was destroyed, and like his kidneys were destroyed. It was more of a spear, like a gore.
You should.
I'd say it was more of a gore type spear.
See, I should have done the booking for this backyard wrestling. Because you got hit like that, and you would be like, "You put me on dialysis.
You know,
no, I can't hold a job." You got to give yourself motivation.
I'm about to cry because that's funny.
Yeah.
Going back to what we talked about for the world title, you were mentioning MJF. CBM talks about MJF is super over. He doesn't need the belt. Willie Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, might benefit from the belt, or Miro the cuckold.
No. Hey, CBM, I agree 100% that Miro should probably have the title too.
Miro should have the title.
He was a dominant TNT champion.
He was great, and then he
shows up like once every 3 months.
Then he has his feuds, all these weird. The Ricky Starks feud is still bizarre to this day. I still think it was one of the weirdest feuds ever. I thought
it made no sense.
Well, it made so sense because you have Ricky Starks again, smallest little guy, and I'm going to beat you in a night lights out match. What?
I didn't get to see that match, but
it wasn't. But then they give him a cool gimmick, and then what's he go? Where did he go? Where did he go, Sauce? After he got that cool gimmick, the House of Hobbs.
AEW Dark Purgatory.
I didn't hear what I said.
He went to dark.
He went to AEW Purgatory, also known as AEW Dark.
Oh, so Sunday Night Heat. Gotcha.
No, it's more like metal or like jacked.
Where they had 2 matches on the card.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But anyway, oh gosh. So, anyways, let's moving forward. We do have oh gosh. So, speaking about more people in the match, we still have the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for a quote-unquote future AEW Tag Team Championship match.
1 second, Sauce. I'm sorry, Knuckle. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so the pure fact that you're calling a number 1 contender match shows that you're probably going to beat FTR for the titles, at least with AEW booking.
Yep.
And the fact that the people that won this match are going to beat FTR for the titles, which they should never have beaten them in the first place in the past, are going to do it again, makes me physically ill.
Yep.
I'm just going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to talk about the good stuff about the match now.
All right. There we go.
But they suck.
So just letting people know about this match. This match has the Young Bucks. We have the Guns. We have the Lucha Brothers, and then Orange Cassidy and Hook.
The Guns stuck out the most in this match. They look the best.
Yep. We keep saying it. I love their heel work. I think it's
they're great work. And I'm glad they put the Guns in the Bullet Club because it makes sense because their name's the Guns.
You're the Guns. Here, what's going on? Bullets, baby.
They're bullets. Club. Guns and bullets.
Oh my god. Yeah, it was just the second I saw this match on the card, and I saw that it was
EVP.
Yeah, the EVP. Like, I already knew they were going to win. I mean, I knew hands down they were going to win.
Yeah, me too.
And it was it's another one of those things where, like you said, to a point, about 3-4 minutes, they're fine. 5 minutes, whatever. And then everyone breaks down. The ref has lost all control, and everyone does their finishers. At one point, everyone has to make sure there's something.
Yeah, I got to get my shine in. Well, dude, you can get your shine in without killing people or totally discrediting moves that other people do.
Well, like it's WrestleMania syndrome all over the place.
There was a spot in here where like Hook is known as a suplex guy. Obviously, that's his gimmick in AEW.
Yep,
he's Taz's son. I do suplex. Makes sense to me. I mean, I get it, and he does good suplexes. Oh, Nick Jackson. Oh, I do a Northern Light suplex. And then you're going to do a Northern Light suplex. I'm going to do another one.
Oh, my gosh.
And it was stupid because it's a pinning combination. And I'm like, you make me hate you that much more all the freaking time when you do dumb shit.
So, CBM, I don't know if you watched this, but this whole thing we're talking about is literally they went back and forth and did how many? Like 4 Northern Light suplexes.
They did one. They did the walk over to do another one, which again doesn't make any sense because it's a pinning combination.
Yeah, it's not one you would roll into. But back about 4 times Northern Light suplex into it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Witness protection program.
Oh yeah. So yes, Sauce. We got another name for Dark. The Witness Protection. There we go. Brought
to you by YouTube.
Brought to you by YouTube. Yes. We're not a sponsor. Okay,
We don't condone. We don't
condone.
We don't just cuckery.
Well, sit back in the dark and be like, "Hope he watches."
The only thing I'm gonna say about this match is once again Tony Khan's just perplexing.
He just wants
felonious, perplexing, vexing booking.
Yep.
If you wanted to have a number one contenders match, what you literally could have did was on Wednesday elimination match. Have two match.
Gauntlet match.
You could have had not even a gauntlet match. You could have just did like the opener could have been Lucha Bros versus the Guns.
And a little mini tournament.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you could have Bucks versus Orange Cassidy Hook as the main event. So it boosts the EVP's ego, and we get a nice little match. And then at that point, you could have had Bucks versus Guns, number one contender match, and I would have been happy with that.
Yep. I like that. No, I mean that works.
It would have worked. I mean, like the whole point of foreign objects and doing things because there needs to be consequences for you breaking the rules.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, I would have loved to see, like, because this was not an elimination match. So there's their difference. If it was elimination, they do all that. Someone does something illegal, the ref's like, "You're out, disqualified, team's out of here." And they're like, "What?"
I would love to see that one time. Yeah, I would love to see that during things. Like, I don't know. I want them to do a gimmick where, like, I don't know, they get a new commissioner or something.
Yeah.
Comes in, he's like, "Okay, these are the rules. You break the rules, you're getting thrown out.
Yep.
You're allowed a loss on your record. You're not going after belts. You're not going to get this bonus money for winning the match."
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But will they? Will they? No, they won't.
They won't. They won't.
They won't.
Oh, that's fun. But as for my score, honestly, I just 2.5, a 2.5 headlock for me. It's just there wasn't much else to it that I could.
I get it 2.
Yeah, 2.
I get it 2 for me.
Yeah, it just seeing them all cheer. I'm like, yay, you're cool. We knew you're gonna win. EVPs, it's me, it's the EVPs, and they're all in their stupid belt.
But you notice something? All right, maybe it's just me, or maybe it's wishful thinking. I don't hear the crowd cheering them much. They're not really giving them any type of a pop anymore.
No, not really.
No,
I don't hear any of them popping at all. Not at all. I mean, they'll cheer a little bit once they kind of rile them up, but I don't hear it.
Oh yeah, you throw their hands up or say so and so city.
Wait, hit. We gotta get the
not organic at all.
Nope.
Not organic at all.
God.
But I see tons of people do that, and some people it works for, and if it works for them, good for them.
Right.
I don't hate them. Okay, I'm just joking around when I say I hate the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of how they wrestle.
Yeah.
They might be nice guys. I don't have no idea.
It's like they don't take damage. It's kind of like they have a superstar from the Mario Brothers,
exactly.
And they take all the damage, but they don't even act like they're damaged.
Sauce, I got an idea now. We got to take.
Oh boy,
we got to get my editing software and do it. A Young Buck swing and like have Mario start bouncing. Hit one of them. It's like starts knocking everybody down because there's a stupid flip face buster, which makes no sense to me. I do a fun one.
CBM has his opinion, of course. When it is insulting when the EVP try to fix their mosquito bites, they call their biceps. Wait. I love it. Yeah. Well, there we go. We'll take a little bit. Of it. Oh man, that's fun. But so let's move on. We do have one women's title match on this card, which I was a little surprised.
It was
there.
I
was a little surprised we didn't have the other women's title, but that's okay.
No, because it probably would have involved like the best gimmick they have in AEW.
Oh, right Toni Storm.
Toni Storm's gimmick is the best gimmick
they have.
It
is great. She was on the card though, so unfortunately can't really,
And she throws the shoe at everybody.
She throws the shoe.
Honestly, who throws the shoes?
So for this match, we do have the TBS Championship match with Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart.
It was good. It was all right.
Yeah, with only Brody King was there because apparently Malachi is either off injured or dealing with some stuff right now. Brody's actually hurt. He's got a broken hand,
and he could totally use it Bob Orton style.
He didn't use it at all, which I thought was weird.
Like Bob Orton had his hand in arm in a cast for like 12 years.
He
like D'Lo Brown's chest protector.
Hey, no one messes with the real deal, man.
I never
the first what was it? The first Eurocontinental champion, baby.
Hey, D'Lo, I'm a fan, man. I liked his work. Like, but I never thought he had bones in his neck because he was just
he's a bobblehead. He was a
bobblehead. That was all cartilage, baby.
It's all cartilage.
The fact that Funko has not made a Funko Pop of D'Lo Brown is insulting to me. Okay, because you're already a bobblehead. It would be perfect.
His head wasn't really big though. I mean, he's got a kind of a tiny head.
Well, it doesn't matter. Funko, everyone's got a big head when it comes to Funko.
Valid point.
But so for this match, it's pretty straightforward, 9-minute match. Julia Hart, we don't see her wrestle too much.
She should wrestle more. She's good.
Yeah, she's really good as a valet, and she can wrestle with them. So, what do you think, Sauce?
I thought this match was pretty decent. I did like I will say I liked the match that they had on Dynamite better that led up to this match.
Yeah,
but overall, I would say this match is pretty solid.
Just wish they gave him a little more time. So to me,
they would have given him about maybe 3 more minutes.
Yep, because it would have maybe solidified a little bit more. But to me, I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'll give it a 3 too.
I think a 3.
3 headlocks.
And let's see, we're gonna get it.
General consensus.
Yay! That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Okay.
Now we're going to one of the best matches of the night.
This is the one I meant to get up for.
Oh, you thought this was it?
Yes.
So we have
the
Mad King. The Mad King, the double
janitor, the janitor
Yeah.
that got into wrestling, and it still looks like a janitor.
Yeah, and still looks like a janitor. Yeah, he does. He really does.
Apparently, he's a really nice guy. I just, I said, I don't hate Eddie Kingston.
Yep,
I don't hate.
I know.
I just
to the viewers, it's like Bruce Arians when he talked about football players. He used to say, "I ain't talking about you personally. I'm just talking about your work."
Right, I'm talking about your work. And anyway, continue. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine.
Your thunder. I totally stole your thunder.
No, you're fine. But you have the Mad King, Eddie Kingston, current Ring of Honor champion and New Japan New Japan Strong champion.
Should not have 2 titles.
Hey, you know what? He's that Ring of Honor title. I'm excited.
But then again, other people got over in Japan that I just never would expect. Bart Gunn.
You know what? They love Americans. They love Americans getting them over there. You know that.
Guy got knocked out by Butterbean.
Okay.
Next day he's flying over to Japan.
He had to run away. He had to run away after that, you know. But yeah, so he fights Katsuyori Shibata, and we already Shibata is great.
Shibata, man! I am a fan. That another reason why I got mad at this match is that he put that slap over.
Yeah, because the second you knew it wasn't for the pure title, which Shibata is, you knew that Kingston was going.
Yeah,
over.
you don't think I don't think Kingston's ever going to be a pure champion.
I don't think he knows what pure rules are. Personally,
no.
He would punch him in the face and be like, "What happened? What happened? What happened?
Why? I'm driving here."
And then he'll punch him again, and he'll be like, "All right, you're disqualified." Be like, "What? Give me the mic. Give me the mic." Oh God, hot mic.
I give him credit. He is an excellent promo guy.
One of the best.
Yep.
Oozes charisma. He makes me believe he's a hood rat. He might actually be one. I have no idea, but I mean, yeah. But no, he's great, man. Great promo, all that stuff. Just, dude, do some fucking push-ups. Pardon my French.
No, just do 2 sit-ups.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I totally get it because he looks like the guy that just ran late.
The janitor,
that ran late from work, so he's got to get there, and then
it's like I don't know, The Pursuit of Happiness, but instead of Will Smith, it's Eddie Kingston that gets into wrestling.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's such a random. I love it though. I love the
I'm not trying to be a shithead guy. So
as for the match, though, I mean, it's good. The chops, the chop sequences are great there.
I knew that's primarily what it's going to be.
Well, it's going to be those hard. I would love to see him versus Suzuki.
Oh yeah, Suzuki would light him up.
That would be something to see because I think Kenny Kingston's so dead, his nerves are all dead that he can't feel anything personally.
Well, that or if he actually toned up, he would probably feel the chop.
He would feel it then, yeah.
Just cushion.
But personally, as for this match, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give it 3. I give it
1.5.
1.5. So
I got you.
So he was close. That was close to a cheek. So it was close.
No, I
see. As for reference, one is cheek, and of course is the very rare Shockmaster.
The 1.5. Oh no, this was not Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. This is I give primarily the 1 is for Shibata, and I give the 1/2 for Kingston.
I wish there was a picture of a dumpster you could put on there.
Maybe you should.
Oh my God,
gentlemen! I just created a new, not a new rating, but this is just once every blue moon rating: a booty cheek and a slap.
Booty cheek, slap the booty cheek right there. Hey, it works.
This only happens once every This only happens once every 18 podcasts. So enjoy it, audience.
Every 18 podcasts. How many weeks are you going to
Oh my gosh!
So 4 times a year.
Yep, that's about right. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
So choose this rating wisely, fellas.
Oh man, but that's about it. There's not much more to say else about it. I personally I liked his feud he had with Claudio. I'm mad that match happened on Dynamite. Is not this show.
I hope Claudio gets pushed for a title in AEW instead of going back to Ring of Honor.
I do too.
I mean, obviously they get it off him because he is delivering.
And you say get him off.
Sexual innuendo.
Oh yeah. Or as CBM says, booty cheek, or the famous TNA wrestler Cheeks. Yes. Again, TNA had some interesting people at that point.
They really did.
Now, not to be confused with Cheese Burger. It was Cheeks,
My all-time favorite gimmick in TNA, back old school TNA, were the Flying Elvises.
And
they were solid.
With Sonny Siaki.
Sonny Siaki was good, man.
But he was The Rock. He
copied
The Rock to the letter.
His personality, but his moves were different.
Wait, the Siacalypse? That was
the Siacalypse.
God.
He did the throw up Samoan, which anybody that does throw up Samoan, I am automatically a fan of. But they had Jorge Estrada and who's the other one?
Oh gosh,
it was the Asian Elvis, because it was great because it was a Samoan. Jorge Estrada was a black guy, and then it was also it was an Asian guy. And I'm like, this is great because I went to Vegas and I saw all these things and all these people being Elvis.
Well, it was fun. They had some crazy gimmicks, and that'll be a future podcast. Some the worst gimmicks of all time.
Gimmicks of all time. Hey, put it in the chat if you guys want to see us do it, or see them do it.
There you go. There we go. I like it. I guarantee we'll have enough enough cannon fodder for that.
Yep.
So that guy. There you go. Point. See.
Oh, damn it.
So put a little sticky note on your monitor.
Arrow
point that way.
This way. Point this way. No, I'm sorry.
This way. Sounds just like him.
So
what about Dwarf Jake?
So I know. Yeah, that happened.
Was it Papa the Insane Dwarf?
I don't even remember.
That was with the Dups, and I know the Dups.
Jimmy Yang.
Yeah, because he did a move called Yang Time, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna.
And Mr. One was also now who is the manager for Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal?
Well, Davari?
No, not Davari.
I thought
what was his name? He's Sanjay Dutch.
Sanjay Dutch.
He was originally in TNA at the very beginning, and he was sick in the ring.
He was good. He was
surprised he didn't go further than he did.
See it. Jorge Estrada, Don West favorite. Oh, rest in peace, Don West. I loved you. Were great.
Yep.
At QVC, selling shit on QVC, and of course the TNA is a commentator. So
yeah, funny how that worked out, isn't it?
Hey, me and my brother watched a lot of his stuff on the Home Shopping Network or whatever, and then when they announced him, we were like, "What the heck?" What? This is great. He could sell you anything
like
on
Billy
that
Mays,
channel.
like Billy Mays.
Oh yeah, shop at home. Thank you, CBM. See, CBM knows. CBM,
he is on the ball. He is the best fact checker there is.
Yep. But it was the best. It was the best because he could sell you literally anything. Billy Mays has nothing on him.
No.
He has nothing on him.
But getting back to the garbage man's match.
The garbage.
Just I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why he. I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't understand.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
okay.
It's okay. Just accept it. It's the Mad King, baby. Mad King.
There's like 2 promotions that I want to give a crap about, but they have crap ass champions.
Oh. Well, don't worry. New Japan has like 400 titles, so he's only got 1 title out of all the other belts he has. So
yeah,
just say it.
I get it.
So we do have their final match on this show, which was the first match, and there's not much to say about it, but it's the MJF versus the Righteous, Dutch and Vincent.
Tell me something real fast before you finish this line. How do you bury a tag team?
You have one person beat them in a handicap match.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So, okay, talking about tag teams or factions, how about we have the Beatdown Clan?
I don't remember them.
So, all right, here we go. We got the Beatdown Clan. Basically, in TNA, when TNA tried to reboot again in 15, they had a group with MVP, Hernandez, I believe it was Amazing Red. I believe it was in that group too.
Amazing Red.
And it was called,
Good dude.
I believe that was it, yeah. But it was definitely Hernandez and MVP. And they had their thing called the Beatdown Clan. They'd come out there and literally just, beat everyone up. It worked. Problem was, at that point, how they would start taping stuff. So then stuff got, like, they would tape a month in advance. And then Hernandez had some issues. There was issues. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. That was it. Low Key was in it. Eddie Kingston was in the Beatdown Clan.
You ever heard the story about Low Key?
Yeah.
Guy legit knocked somebody out in the ring.
Oh, I believe it.
And then
one more. We got.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa. Yeah. Thank you. As always, if you, right back. But you were saying about Low Key?
So Low Key knocks this guy out in a indie show. And like I was working a show in Indiana, and this was told to me directly by a guy that was at the show. And he knocks the guy clean out instead of just pinning him, because the guys like they need smelling salts to like wake this guy up. He picks him up and tries to finish the match with him.
Wow, the dead weight. Oh my god,
dead weight. Like it was just a slap fest for the next 6 minutes, and he was like, Loki was like mad at the guy for having kicked him in the head.
Yeah, exactly. Like being knocked out. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like before I heard that story, I mean, I still don't know the validity of it all. But Kiwi. So anyway, fucking CBM messed up my train of thought.
He got you broke. He broke you.
He broke me. No. So low key, like I liked his stuff in TNA when he first started out. He was good, man. I liked him. He was part of it was him, Christopher Daniels, and somebody else. They were like Triple X.
Yep. There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm. They were good. Well, they were good. And then that early...
Elix Skipper.
The Elix Skipper, yeah. That one that almost killed himself in that first cage match.
Oh, he did that. He walked the cage.
Oh, my God.
That was still a highlight reel now.
So, Papa Mafia, no, Low Key. Not Kiwi. I almost got the hair for it, though.
Angry Alan. Angry Alan Funk.
There we go. But like I said, the Beatdown Clan, there was issues with Hernandez where he couldn't be on TV. So in a sense, when they taped it, and because it was taped so far ahead, they couldn't put they couldn't put their episodes on TV. So it looked like they were there. And then they weren't there for so long that this gimmick, and you felt bad. Trust me, it was actually good work from like MVP and Low Key. It kind of worked, but they just kind of, you just look it up. It's more funny when you see it. But, I forgot Eddie Kingston was in it. So thank you, CBM. I completely forgot this guy was in it. So the train derailed there, but we're back on track right now.
Choo choo.
There isn't much to it, though. Unfortunately, Adam Cole in a freak accident broke his foot. Now, the Devil's Advocate, I believe, was it you or no? It was the Chad.
Chad, and I agree with Chad.
Okay, that there's the idea that he might not be actually hurt. That it's all set up.
Work.
It's all set up to have the work to then turn on MJF. To support that, Britt Baker even came out and had to show the scans or the X-rays about his broken foot. Last time I checked, someone that does that's pushing a little too hard.
Yeah, if you're pushing shit, like I hear about other people like, oh yeah, he tore his shoulder, and that's all they said, and then he's gone for a while.
Yeah,
I brought all these. Look at this. This is a certificate of authenticity.
I know
that he broke his foot at Bronner's when he went to go buy a Christmas tree.
Bronner's, I love that. So, as for this match, though, I mean, it is what it is. Like, you're literally taking the Righteous, who, I remember,
they're not a bad tag team.
No,
and they got a good gimmick too.
That's another guy that needs to do some push-ups there too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not the best shape, but again, I'm not the professional wrestler that's on TV every week.
Rob Zombie and the big guy.
Yes, exactly. It was Rob Zombie and literally like whatever. I'm sorry. Their names are Dutch and Vincent. I don't know who without looking this up. Like,
but you know what?
I can't even look up.
That's okay. Like when you're a tag team, it really doesn't matter.
No,
but I mean, like if you're a legit tag team, that's what we do. We're a tag team.
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter. Okay, because for the longest time, I didn't know who was Jim Brunzell or B. Brian Blair.
Yeah, but I thought you said wait. He had a good point. You said so. You had the milkman. Now we have the garbage man wrestling. It's like, do we have a gimmick battle? Where's Duke the Dumpster DeRossi at? Is he going to come out and be like, "Let's go"? Never had a milkman gimmick though. Now that I think about it, there we go.
Well, no, I don't. Milkman's not really a thing anymore. He can be like a gimmick that he's mad that there's not milkman anymore. And he turned to wrestling because nobody orders the milkman.
You know what? It would have worked for Beaver Cleavage.
Oh god.
Yes, as a side character, it would have worked because it was that same like the era up there.
That was Russo writing. That was a Russo created character.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You just say.
So, what'd you think of this match?
Yeah.
I was like, so hold on. Call me conspiracy theorist. No, I don't have a tinfoil hat, but I have something close.
Tinfoil.
Okay. So let's just pretend for a second that.
Okay.
To pretend as far as tinfoil. What if MJ? Because he always talks about bidding war for 2024.
Yes.
And what he's doing now, as far as imitating all these wrestler moves, he's doing like the simplest things and getting over. As far as with the kangaroo kick and the super clothesline and all this stuff. What if right now he's literally putting on an audition for WWE?
It would be the most MJF thing to do, to audition while you're still working for another company on TV. But it would be on par for his character. And for him,
that's all I'm saying. I'm just watching this.
It's very, very good, very astute. I could totally see that.
I mean,
how old is he? He's 24, right?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, of course. They'd snap him up in a minute, man.
So that's my thing. Because look at what he was doing before Adam Cole, and look at him post Adam Cole. Yeah, like before that, it's just AEW type style as far as the wrestling. Obviously, he wrestles as a heel slime ball, but now he's doing a lot of gimmicky stuff, whatever. And I noticed his style has been changing a bit since post Adam Cole. So you
gotta remember the boss. He's been working with people that have been to the show, and they're explaining to him like, "Don't kill yourself when you do this stuff. You're over, man.
You're over.
You only have a certain amount of bumps in your body.
Yep,
you're over.
Yep."
Don't do that crap unless you have to. That's why Flair's still around wrestling. And people like, hey, man, just saying. That's why Flair's still around wrestling.
I know.
Well, Ric Flair said it himself. He told people, he was like, listen, I'm not this extraordinary wrestler as y'all think I am. He said most of my repertoire was headlocks and punches.
Yeah, exactly.
He said this himself.
Well, yeah, and it's just his character gets him over. Yeah. That's exactly what happens.
But as far as the match goes, the match happened. It was there. It was happened. You basically just buried. You basically just buried the tag team. But it's just in my mind. I'm thinking to myself like,
I give it.
I'm thinking like, what if he's actually putting on? Basically, he's literally putting on a routine for WWE to show that he can wrestle WWE style.
I'm also going to go 2 headlocks as well. But
no, it's a very valid point. It might actually be a fact. If anything, it will make it more enticing for them, even if he wasn't trying to do that.
Right.
Yeah. It's so on point for his character and as him as a person of like how everything's going.
But if the worker comes out and says, "Oh yeah, I'll just go work for your competition," and I'm like, that's a gimmick right there. If he was actually thinking about it, he wouldn't have brought it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody does that. That's very taboo. He'd get his ass whipped in the locker room.
Yeah. It's just, but here's the thing though. TK is just like in the corner watching everything. No, in the closet watching everything. Just like, hey guys, are you okay? Hey, do you need anything?
I can go get you a tab.
You want some? You want
some
pickles?
They don't make it anymore.
You want some? You tab?
Yeah.
You want some pickles? Here, I'll get you some pickles. You want some donuts? You want some CM Punk donuts?
CM Punk ice cream bar.
Ice cream. You want some ice cream bar? Ice cream bar. CM Punk ice cream bar. You want your own ice cream bar?
You know, if AEW made those ice cream bars, but made them the same exact way that they used to back in the day for WWF, oh man.
So funny, sorry to bring that up. So apparently, like 3-4 years ago, WWE had it was only you could only get them at like Walmart, of course. So that's annoying.
Why does it go to Walmart? I forgot slave labor.
There you go. So they made these. They weren't the bars, but they were like Klondike has a sandwich, like a ice cream sandwich. So it was kind of like them, but it was that same kind of like whatever, that cookie kind of like outer thing, and it had like John Cena, Roman Reigns, and I can't remember who else. Maybe the Undertaker.
I never see tag teams on them.
One on both sides. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool would that be? But I never found them though. That'd be good. I've never found them, not once. But you can look them up. I don't know if it was just like did it for one WrestleMania season or something. But
it's like they brought the Szechuan sauce for McDonald's back
for
like Morty. 5 minutes from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I didn't get any freaking Szechuan sauce.
Nope, I did not get a chance to get it. I know somebody in our friend group went and got it, and I'm like, cool. Can I? Do you have extra?
No.
Okay, he didn't even use it. He didn't even want to eat it. He didn't even want to eat it. I'm like, you're not going to sell it. No one's going to buy it. Like, some people did buy it, don't get me wrong, but he's not one that was really like, what's going to sell?
You want me to make it? I know how to make it for you.
Exactly. See, we can just make our own.
I'll make our own.
There we go.
Screw you.
So, fellas, are we ready for the heat of the week?
Oh, absolutely. So
we are ready for the heat of the week.
Well, I'm going to put one more thing on here. Well, I guess I'm going to make this my heat of the week. And I'll just explain a little bit more. So, obviously, there was the No Mercy show for NXT. So my heat of the week has to go to Ilya Dragunov. So if you guys didn't get a chance to watch this match that they had with Carmelo Hayes for the NXT World title. New champion Ilya Dragunov. And I'm telling you,
the guy's solid. He's awesome.
Well, the match was phenomenal. Because mind you, these guys already fought. He's already beat Dragunov. Carmelo Hayes. This match was hard hitting. Earlier in the night, Trick Williams won the North American title. In an okay match, slightly sloppy, not necessarily him. It's Dom too. Yeah, they was fighting, but it was pretty good. So the storyline was great. Dragunov absolutely killed it. Like, because watching some of his hard hits, this is the guy that took down Walter, by the way. Some of the hardest hits I've ever seen. His finisher, the H-bomb, is off the top rope, just elbow to the face. I mean, every time. How he's not killing you is insane.
Look, man, if you make something look good, it's simple.
Yep.
Get it over.
And you can hit anybody with it. That's my biggest thing about a finish.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's my thing. So he's a week, absolutely. Ilya Dragunov. If you get a chance, watch that match. It was phenomenal. So, boom. Thoughts, your turn. What do you got?
Actually, well, it depends, Mr. Guy. Do you want to go, or do you need a set?
I did not see the No Mercy pay-per-view, so I haven't looked into it at all.
So you can just
no. Well, as far as the week, like something else that stood out.
Oh, I know. You know, I'm gonna give you mine's kind of a low-key heat of the week.
Low key, we already talked about low key,
but like not spelled like a Buddhist monk, or Shaolin monk. My bad. So anyway, I'm gonna give my heat of the week to Darby Allin for letting people throw somebody off of a damn ring apron onto ring steps. You are clinically insane, sir.
Oh, and the board and the boards,
and the boards,
like on the ring. Oh yeah,
he was originally going to get suplexed on there. Oh god! Then Christian obviously couldn't hold him.
Yeah, something happened. Then guess what? Here you go.
And then guess what? I'm just gonna front throw you. Not even do a slam, where I can actually reduce your rate coming down and follow you down. Now I'm just gonna throw you on.
Just throw like he did. He just.
and again, nobody cares about Nick Wayne.
Nick who? There's only one Nick, baby. That's
one quick call out though, not my heat of the week, but on the downside, I knew that they were with John Cena. LA Knight was going to come out and save him.
Yeah, especially how hot they have him now.
Yeah,
and now they have that match.
I just don't like I told you. I hope they don't. Cena doesn't use his vampire powers to suck all the charisma out of him.
let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
No,
but I would say my heat of the week definitely goes to Mr. Danielson and Sabre Jr.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a clinic. I'll be really interested to see who helped produce that match. I wouldn't be surprised if those two guys pretty much they
called it in the ring. They called it. You can tell.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was no producer. Well, now there might have been somebody tell them listen, we want you to go this certain amount of time. You guys make it, do what you got to do.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do, man. That's what wrestling used to be.
That's actually a good point you're talking about the producers. WWE over the past few
32
months,
32 producers.
They will say who produced certain matches or the main.
This isn't Broadway, so, man.
I know. I just wish I could see if whoever is producing the matches for AEW, or they would say that, because I'd be curious to see. That's all.
Everybody remembers the territory fondly and shit like that, because this is what they'd say to them: "We need you to go 20 minutes. This is the finish. Go out there and do good. Make him look strong. Don't eat him up." Oh, okay, cool. We'll do this. And they weren't sitting there, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to jump up to the rafters. I'm going to slide down and do this and this. No, it wasn't go. They'd call it in the freaking ring. They'd have maybe one or two spots that they wanted to get in, but that was it. And it looked so brutal. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, the CBM actually hit the head on it right here. It's becoming the South Park version of wrestling with each passing day. If you haven't watched that episode of South Park, they took their job. They took their job. Oh. They're in a theater.
Yeah.
And then they're drinking wine and they got the lights we gotta get back and see.
But no, it's just like Sal said, man. It was a clinic and you could tell they called it in the ring.
Yeah. Good call, man. Good call for that for Heat of the Week. So I like it.
So other than that,
it was a solid show, solid WrestleDream. I'm glad we got to watch it. We ended up going to the Renaissance Festival, myself and Sauce, and it was a long day, but
I was super excited when you guys called me.
Still got a chance to watch the wrestling.
Text me or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What?
We pulled an audible, and it was a good audible. So we got to see Edge. Come on.
And no, this podcast is not sponsored by Audible.
Oh my God.
It's not. No, we're not.
Unless you want to give us some money, and we'll
hawk it. Hey, we'll hawk your.
We'll hawk it if you do it. But be get our podcast on Audible.
And also, guys, out there in listener land, if you want a topic, throw it in the chat.
Yeah,
message us. We're accommodating.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because as we already mentioned last week, we are. I believe it's November 7th or so, whatever that Tuesday is. Tuesday after Halloween. So there you go. The week after Halloween, we are going to be doing our wrestling video game podcast.
Ooh, I'm excited.
The best, the worst, the weirdest, the unique. We're going to have guests here. We're going to have this guy. We're going to have other guests, and we're going to be talking about each and every one of them. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. That'd be a pretty long one, but you know what I mean. So from the arcade all the way now to PS5 and Xbox. So let's go. But with that being all said,
we gotta go.
We got you. You gotta go.
You gotta go.
So I told you the millennialisms always get put in every single day. But
I have the diner lobster thing.
I love it. But with all that being said, I am Dr. Love. This is this guy.
You can announce him first. I am the supporting cast, right?
And well, of course, we got Sauce Bronson, baby.
And on that note,
this guy.
Listen, appreciate that guy for stopping by as always. And most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, be happy, be healthy, and be safe. Most importantly, be good. Hey, this weekend, I'm ready because Lions gonna win the game.
We're going.